I don't know whether you can see the time. 4:30. Dinner's been called. Right. Bench seat is in. Right. I decided to go for the 4-foot bench. I will make a small bench there. Right, which will help contain the diesel heater in between the two. And the table will clip into the wall, but it'll unclip, spin round and drop in between the two. So then I can make a full 6-foot bed. Daughter's looking up on internet, and we're going to have a couple of tube clamp things on the end of the wardrobe and on the end of the wall there. And we'll put one of those cloth hammocks, canvas hammocks, for the boy to go on the top, granddaughter to go on the bottom, grandson on the top. Son-in-law and daughter on there. I don't know where I'm going. Well, they'll get rid of me soon. Yeah, so there's the seat base. And again, that one's set back as though when you lift the seat up, the cushions, I mean, if you put it right to the back and have a nice big opening, right, you've got to take both the cushions off. When you hinge it just there, well away from that wall, right, you could stand your cushions up and open the lid. So I've always done that. I see a lot of people don't do that. So, right, I think I'm going to have to do that in 2 different pieces of ply, that piece, because I'm getting very, very short. I wanted that to be all in one. Right, so that had to be all in one, and I don't think the sheet is long enough to do that. I shall measure it now as I go back in, and I'll measure it, and if it's enough, I can do it in one. If it isn't, I won't be able to do it in one. If I can't do it in one, when you come to paint, it doesn't look right with a join in it. I can't spend any more money. Well, I just haven't got it. So, yeah, I just haven't got it. So that's how that's going to work. So, Thetford underneath, fridge in there, wardrobe or baked bean store up there. Yeah. That's it. It's alright, my mind's going over and over. The place looks like as if a bomb's been dropped in here again. But, as I say, that's a work board. The slats are getting delivered between 2 and 4 this afternoon. The base seat's in. Got the front on it. Started to make the plinth underneath. Oh, if I bend down, I started to make the plinth. I've still got to make a box along the back to be able to carry the air duct in and the cable in. Got the end panel on the wardrobe. So that's all in there now. I'm just about to go and cut the panel to do the other side. And then I'll be able to ply again, I expect. I can't remember if I said the story. Another seat. Exactly the same as this, same dimensions, but only this wide. It'll only be this wide, and it'll go up the front there, which will be up. It'll just about go. The heater will just about be inside that piece. The table against there, so the 2 seats swivel round and face the table. I'll sit there and face the table because I like sitting there and looking out through the window when I'm laptop editing. Because if I took the bed right the way through, I'll explain why, because if I took the bed right the way through, then everything is facing out to look outside. Well, I'm sat there, I can look outside anyway, but then my back would be to that window, and you know, yeah, okay, I'll gain that extra seating, but you know, that's a 4-foot, 3 foot, I think it's 3'9" or something like that. So, you know, I've still got seating for 2 there. You know, why would I want another seat in for two there? You know, there's two seats there. As I say, I might be able to get that Ford Galaxy seat, even if it's just a single. It'll be belted. I might try and get another one of those, as though it will swivel around to face the table as well. Shut her up, didn't it? Right, people. Bed base is in. Well, the seat base. I've hinged it. Nice little lid on it. I haven't put the skirting in there yet. But as I said, I'm running ever so short. I've got no money, so I ain't buying bloody ply. So I've used pieces to patch that in, which is strong enough. It's way back there, and there's 8 inches there. So when I lift the seat up, the cushions will fold in behind it, and it'll normally stay up on its own when I got it there. So that one there, when I come to make that one, I must probably just put a front on it like that. I don't know about putting a lid on it. I might put a hinged door on the inside, so in effect the door will be there, right, and I can stack my shoes in there. I don't know, I'll most probably put a lid on it. No, I'll put a lid on it, because then all my shoes will pile in there and they won't keep pushing the door open. So that's what'll happen there. Heater worked fine this morning. What else? Yeah, I've capped both those off, that one and that one. That one has come out okay. He has come out okay. Got a little gap at the top, but I ain't worried about that. And that one's come out okay. Scribed into the wall lovely there, and pretty good on the ceiling. So just a little tiny gap there. That's nothing to write home about. But I've drilled the holes in there, put my hands in, and bloody good kit. I've had this for years and years and years, and maybe 1 or 2 more years than that. And my tank cutters, 2 different fittings, so that's what you collect over the years, isn't it? But that's worked perfect. I've traced the wires through. I've got the hole in the wall there to put the wires through, because on this panel I will have, you know, I'll bring it down a bit more, but the control panel will be there. I'll fetch the what do you call it, the MPPT charge box, MT40 is it, or something like that. I'll bring that and put it there as well, as so I can see it, you know, as a quick view. I was going to put it on that wall, and then I thought, no, better not. I'm not going to do that. So next will be the table. Well, I'll make that box at the front first. Make him up. Same principle as this one. Then I can work out what size table I'm going to get. So that's that. And I've just swept up. I've just swept this half of the van. I haven't done the rest of it. I got that's 3 dustbin bags I've got out of here so far, and this is number 4. But and you don't realise, screw after screw. I've gone through 2 or 3 boxes of screws. I'm nearly out of that box. Those are just the inch ones. Yeah, the half-inch ones. The half-inch, I've used a whole bloody box. When you're using half-inch ply, you've got to use half-inch screws, haven't you? So anyway, that's solid as a rock. That's as solid as a rock. I can sit on that, no problem. Oh, yes. Yep. Look at it. Man glitter everywhere. Oh, look at it. Man glitter. Another day. Unbelievable. That's just arrived. Right. It came from IKEA, right? And its delivery is DPD. Right. I'll put a piece of wood on there to cover up my address. The size of that box. And you open the box up. When you open the box up, it's full of nothing. Full of nothing. Just bits of paper. That ain't going to stop it sliding around. But I have looked. None of them are damaged anyway. But it's heavy enough. That's all the slats. Oh, that's all the slats for the beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 there. 2 packs of 16. They reckon it's enough for a double bed. So those will be going across in here. Just got to wait for the plastic bits now. I might have to cut some off them. It's inevitable. I'm going to have to cut some off them. Inevitable. And they are strapped together with ribbon. So I doubt if the ribbon will stay on. Not knowing how wide they will go. So, right then, people. Placed them on there. I just lifted them over and placed them on there. And yes, they're going to have to be cut both ends, obviously, because you want to keep the bow in the middle, so they overlap each other by that far. So they got to have at least 3 inches cut off each end. I don't know whether you can cut them all one end. Anyway, right, that's that done with. Right, progress. Still the same day. Right, got that panel in. Got that panel in. Got that panel in. Got the seat in. Got the seat done. Hinged. Cut the holes for that. That's what that hole cutter's for. Just marked it in 8 inches. No, 6 inches and 8 inches, and then drilled it. And that increased it enough to get my hand in there anyway. So right, just about to start on that other half of that bench, and then I can work out what size table I can have. The end of another day, and it looks like I haven't done any more, just made a bigger mess, which is right, but I've cut these 2 ready. That one goes in there. That one goes in there, because I've got cables and that coming through there. He goes there. Right, so that's roughly how big the box is going to be, which I'm going to get 3-4 pairs of shoes in there, easy. I was going to put as though you could slot them in, and I thought, well, if I slot them in, they're going to be sloped. I'm only going to get 2 pairs in there, so I thought if I just throw them in like I normally just kick them off and throw them anywhere, I can get 4, maybe 5 pairs in there. I've got to box the back off to stop the cables. I've got to pipe the air intake to take it out of the cab for the heater. I've cut all the timber to go around that to be able to screw to, and basically that's it. And is all I seem to do is get big pieces of ply and cut them up into smaller pieces. I just got no end of small pieces of ply there. The same in the yard. Still haven't put them down. Another progress report. Right, the box is in. Bang. That's in there. That'll just get covered in carpet, the top will. I don't know what I'm doing with the bases yet, whether I'm carpeting them or painting them. That I've managed to do all in one, so I will paint that, I think. And then that enables me to paint the front as well then when I put the doors in. What else was it? Yeah. So that's all in there. That's solid, and it's just 5 screws to remove it, as though I can get to the batteries, the van batteries, because that tray slides outward, so I have to be able to get in there. I'm just got a bit of ply because I'm just started to box in. Hang on, let's put it in there first. Yeah, I'm just starting to box in the diesel heater, which does make it a lot quieter. It was boxed in last time. The box for it is still down there, but I don't need that because of course it's a different size now. So that's what I'm in the middle of doing now, is just boxing that in. There won't be a heater outlet, I don't think, in it this time. I'm going to bring the heater outlet up. Let's just stand my thing up there. Right, move me cup of tea. Right, lift that up. Is what I'll do is, because it comes into the corner there, I'll tee off and I'll put it through the plinth of the skirting when I come to put it in that corner, when I put the skirting, the plinth in. So I'll just tee off it, put that tee this side. It basically it'll just spin right round. And then it'll go through there, up over the top of the wheel arch, through another one in that corner, and then there'll be another outlet just there, and that then will blow forwards. So that one will blow out into that area, that one will blow and heat this middle area. There'll be another outlet in the garage which will take all the excess hot air then and keep the garage warm. So once you keep that garage warm, it should in theory heat the bed, because you know I'm only using IKEA slats. Other than that, basically that's as far as I've got. Being a busy little boy, there I've done the box that lifts up, so all my shoes will go in there. Inside there at the moment are those those that are going to go on the side of there to support the table when it's down in bed mode. But of course can't put them anywhere because I don't know where to put them yet, because I don't know how thick the table is going to be. That box is in. I've put screws in it, but I haven't screwed it down yet. There's some drawer slides, so I can get to my diesel heater. I can't pick it up because everything's swelling. It's moving all over. There. Make a bloody row. That's it. I'll fill it up there. Skirting's in. I haven't done the back box yet, but that's all working lovely. Right, I've scribed all the shelving in. I don't know whether you can see all that. That's pretty thick wood, that is, because that's supporting a fridge. It's still that thick up here, but it stepped in from the edge to let the door go in. And the main thing is the bed slats are in. All right, I've had to cut that many little pieces off, 30mm each end, and just to get it in there. So all I want now is a mattress, and that is over 6 foot. I've already proved that. But I'll see if I can find a 4 foot by 6 foot sponge from somewhere. I only want a 3-inch sponge. I don't want it thick. I'm just putting the tape measure down on there. There you go. It is 4 foot. That's IKEA. Of course, the shelves are already in use as normal. But the box, I haven't put the box in yet, but I don't know where it's going to go on this wall yet, because the light switches and that will be on here somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put the diesel heater control yet. I'm thinking about putting it down this end. Only thing is, like, that's the coldest end, and the thermostat is in the controller. So that end, because it's got all the glass, it's going to keep the diesel heater on for longer, because obviously it isn't going to get as warm down there as quick. So whereas if I put it here, all the heat's rising up this end, it'll turn off sooner. So do I want to cook down this end and freeze down that end? I don't know. I think it's going to go down that end, basically back where it roughly was.